But all it is when you show up every day at this doormat with this invisible result, but at the end of the day, you still know, you just have this feeling that it will work still. So you still show up. That right there is where the abundance is created. Because now, what's going on, my friends? It's your guy Rashad, aka Cool Guy Shad, because I'm the coolest motherfucker in the world, you know what I'm saying? But go ahead, follow me on my Instagram and subscribe to my other YouTube channels. Link is in the description. And of course, as you see in today's title, this is just becoming an attractive person and just becoming more of an abundant person, right? Now, as I'll just study this universal law and listen to so many audiobooks, right? What I start to realize and what I start to practice is knowing that everything has already been done, right? So when you know everything is done already, how are you acting? What will you say? What will you just imagine, right? If you were just told that everything is already done, how would you act? And what I've been practicing to tell myself is I am a magnet of abundance already. And you should also tell yourself this as well. You are a magnet of abundance. I am a magnet of abundance. And everything I want and desire and all of the above has already happened. I've already become it. How do you operate? How do you think? And a lot of people believe that they need to add more tasks to their day. And these are people that multitask, right? All it is the one thing. So when you focus more on the one thing that is a non-negotiable, that will make your day the best day ever, as long as you do this one thing, you'll figure out that you're in alignment, and you'll notice that as long as you get this one thing done, that is the most important thing, because the most important thing that is done is the most important thing, if that makes sense. So again, y'all, being in alignment versus manifesting and just doing so many tasks, adding tasks to your day, but you still have this unwavering feeling that it might not work, it won't work, or it may not take, as long, or it may take as long than what it should, because you haven't internally aligned yourself with that person that you really want to be. So as you are just being here, noticing the moment, living this moment, you can't live in any other moment. So for you to become this person internally in this very moment and understand and practice this on the daily is how you stay in alignment with this abundance, with this prosperity, with this attracting of all of everything that you really want. So my thing is this, bro. I feel your frustrations. I feel everybody's frustration, including mine. But the thing is, between mine's and some other people's, or yours between other people's, everybody gets overwhelmed about something they're frustrated about. But all it is the perception of the mind that has made that scene or that thing frustrating, if that makes sense. Because here's the thing. If you were to show up every day to do this one particular thing, it could just be going to the gym, bro. We're just going to use the gym for an example because I always work out. You do this one thing, your day goes perfectly. Everything else, it can't mess up your day. Your day won't go bad And this is what you believe internally. As long as you do this one thing, nothing else can knock your day off, regardless of what it is. And you show up every day to do this one thing, it is now compounding into a domino effect. So by the end of the domino effect, it is a louder slam, because it is all of these dominoes just lining up, doing this whole little S whatever type of design they want to do. Right at the end, it took all of these dominoes, and all it took was one. But each other domino is just knocking each other over, until you hit that last one. And that last one is just like, boom. And that was a theory with plywood. It was a thinner plywood, right, in the front. And then as it got further in the back, the heavier the plywood got, the thicker it got. What do you believe happened at the end of that effect? That last piece of plywood that was thicker and of course wider, don't be weird, it hit the ground harder. It hit the ground so loud. From what? That one thin piece of plywood just starting. And then it boom, boom, boom. So every day you show up at the doormat of success and just having that doubt. You're walking out of the car because doubt has now dropped you off to the door of success. And it's like, be appreciative of the doubt. You want to thank it because it has kept you having this mindset for you to now notice that it's not needed. The fear is not needed. It tried to keep you safe, right? It tried to keep you captive. But all it is when you show up every day at this doormat with this invisible result, but at the end of the day, you still know, you just have this feeling that it will work still. So you still show up. That right there is where the abundance is created, because now you are in alignment. And as long as you stay with that mindset, what's gonna stop you? What is? Because if you can have so much noise in the back and everybody else is just not seeing anything, they're clapping, but they're just looking at you, they're like, what the fuck is going on? And you can read it. We're all intelligent people. You can read when people are feeling a little weird around us because of something that has happened, or because of how they make us feel, or how we make them feel. You could feel it. And the whole thing is you still love them. But when you get into that spot of being a little out of the ordinary, you start to realize that this is where you really want to be. You may feel alone, but I guarantee you, bro, you're not alone. Because I always say this, and this is very true. We are born with God and Jesus Christ within us, the Holy Spirit within us. Because why do you feel like when certain parts of the movie come up, in this, let's just say a superhero movie, and the superhero finally beats the bad guy, or let's talk about Creed. We all seen when Michael B. Jordan had, he lost, or he was getting down, he was getting beat up. They thinking he about to lose the fight, and then he come back and just turn up. We all get goosebumps, like, yeah. Why do you think we get goosebumps when we start fighting back into it, and we're putting ourselves in this standpoint of this movie? and we kind of reflecting it back to our lives. That's because we feel the overcoming defeat. We feel the vibe that is just over waving, if that's even a word, just massively becoming victorious. This is how you have to feel every day, just for doing the one thing that helps you stay in abundance, helps you be in alignment of what you want your outcome to be in life. Because yes, we all want to have this luxurious lifestyle. We all want success. Our success is the same. Our failures are the same. Our pain is the same. Yeah, we go through different experiences in life, but everyone has always said success, pain, fear, sadness, frustration, depression. Everyone has gone through this through some type of form. But what we fail to realize is we can also have the same feeling with abundance, with becoming a magnet, with being the magnet. Because we already have it in us. We have it. We just haven't tapped into that that spot that makes us get the goosebumps from even just watching a movie. So we can go back to a point of our life and just remember the feeling when we got goosebumps. We overcame something, or we just did something that was totally raw. Right? And we just get goosebumps, and we just are in the moment like, yeah, I did that. I did that. So show up every day, bro. You can't just think about not showing up. Oh man, I'm tired today, bro. Good. This will be even a better reason why when you do show up, the feeling you get afterwards is way more validating than when you do feel like it. It's way more validating because you didn't feel like doing it. But the fact that you're still building this momentum regardless, you're building this momentum regardless, you feel like it's not even doing nothing. But you gotta get out of that mindset. You gotta know that this point, exact moment, is you being that abundance, you being that magnet, so that the universe, God, understands that yes, you are ready. You're born with readiness. You just have to tap into it. That's why some people are given things just to be tested, and then it's taken away from them because they really weren't ready. Or they just haven't received it yet because they're just not ready internally. Why do you believe that you haven't received it yet? You might be saying, oh man, I'm working 12-hour shifts, bro. My money's still low. You're thinking of it in a bad way. You're thinking of the money not as in abundance. Because money is in an abundance. It's a mindset. It's the mindset of money. Because if you were to just get the money, you would just mess it all up. Bro, you think because you don't have the money, or you would have the money, you would become this so fit person with a six-pack just automatically? You still gotta put the work in, my dude. You can't skip steps. You're not. You're at the bottom of Mount Everest and you're looking at the top. How are you gonna skip a step? I would love for you to explain how you gonna skip a step to reach the top of the mountain. What you gonna do? Please come up with some type of theory. What you gonna do? Throw something, try to catch on to it? Nah, it don't work like that. It won't work like that. Guaranteed. Because every step, you're gonna remember each step. You might not even remember each step, but the fact that you know you took a step and you didn't stop taking a step once you reached the top of the Mount Everest, it's gonna feel way more, again, victorious. You're gonna feel way more grateful, because even during your steps, you're gonna say, I'm taking these steps because I know I'll reach to the top as long as I keep taking the steps. But the fact that you don't see you don't see the results because you've been going through this hard time for so long, or you think it's so long, it's a waste of time. But all it is really is the time just has not displayed itself in the reality yet. You're it internally already. So you have to trust the time frame. Becoming into a trustful person, becoming into a trustful phase, all you tell yourself, this is what you do, this is what you tell yourself. I trust it, I trust this, or something better, and release it. I trust this or something better. So even if you want a new house, you want a new car, you imagine yourself having this new car next year or next month because you're saving your money, you're planning it out. This is what you do. You don't look forward to it because you know it's going to happen, right? You're in this abundance mindset. You're in this certain mindset, right? What you do, I trust this. I trust God. I trust the universe that everything that I'm doing now is in alignment with what I want in the future. So I trust this feeling, and I'm going to continue to stay in alignment with this. I'm not going to move my mind to different goals. I know this will happen, or something better will happen. And you detach from it, and you stay in the present moment. So my friends, the way you are right now depends on your alignment. Yes, your alignment is the reason why some things in your life seem the way they seem. So when you switch your whole mindset, your personal development is the number one thing you should be working on. Because, again, I told y'all, either you have money or you don't have money. If you don't have the things yet, but you have it internally, and you believe you will have it, you will have it. Guaranteed, because the universe has no other choice but to become in alignment with who you are internally. It must become, because you are becoming and you are being. I know you all are understanding what I'm saying. So hit the like button, okay? So understand it. And only hit the like button if you really understand it, though. That you have to be internally locked in. Internally. You can have this feeling. I got a brother. Not, blood, but I got a buddy. We call each other bro. He's telling me he wants to do this. He wants to get in the gym, right? He's been telling me this for a minute. I didn't give him workout plans and everything, right? I know he's in alignment because he has on his conscience what he needs to do. All right? So know what you're about to do. I love you. Deuces.